हेलो एंड वेलकम टू स्टडी आईक्यू। मैं दिव्यांशी और आज मेरे साथ इस इंटरव्यू सेशन में जुड़ी हैं आंध्र प्रदेश से श्रावणी बतुला जी। शी हैज क्लियर्ड हर IBPS SO examination 2021. Shravani, welcome to Study IQ.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So Shravani, beginning with the very first question, that how do you feel after clearing this examination?
I'm so happy. Really, this is my first attempt. I am really very happy with. I cleared IBPS SO in the first attempt after completion of my graduation. I'm very happy. Really, I'm very happy with this with my performance. Even Study IQ helped me a lot in my current affairs section, particularly for clearing prelims. Generally, after completion of graduation, some BSc or something, many students rely upon the Study IQ for current affairs. But after as a law graduate, I'm blessed to join the course current affairs, particularly Study IQ. I completely depend upon current affairs, only on Study IQ. It helped me a lot. I'm really very thankful to Gaurav sir. Since 2015, since 2016, I used to follow sir's videos when he posted free videos. I used to follow them. After completion of graduation, nearly since 2 years, as a paid membership, I used to follow him. Even now, I am following. Even now, also, I am following. Really, very great efforts has put towards his students. Comfortable in in English, but I want to say something more, but I can't say more than this. That's what I wanted to say.
Shravani, it says that action speaks louder than the words, and your actions and results have already spoken so loud with your results clearing IBPS SO examination in the very first attempt. So I think it's a very big deed for us also that our student who has been associated with us for so long have cleared this examination. So congratulations, Shravani, and we are very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Shravani, I would like to ask, when were you acquainted with this examination in your law school days that you have to give this examination? What was the trigger point of you appearing for this examination?
Actually, I'm a law graduate after 3 years degree course. Before I completed my BSc in the year 2015. After that, I started preparing for bank exams, but I haven't cleared any exams. Later, I thought my sister is a law background, so I wanted to give that. I wanted to pursue law degree, and from 2015 onwards, I am following Study IQ, and right then only I decided to give SO examination. I started complete preparation after my law graduation only. Just it took me 3 months time for preparing my mains, but prelims for current affairs, I completely depended upon Study IQ Gaurav sir, and for reasoning Adda and other few websites, and for English newspapers and I completely depended upon English for newspapers only. After my law graduation only, I completely focused on this exam, particularly in the year 2020.
Shravani, as you mentioned that you only started a full-fledged preparation after you were out of your law school. So the students who want to start for this examination and they are at very basic level, what will be your advice how they should begin with?
It took me only 3 months time for complete preparation for my mains. Just a matter of 3 months, but I completely focused on each and every act, particularly related to banking related laws. And then I just noted down everything, what need to study and the sources, etc. And I completely I completely relied upon the bare acts for mains. For mains, I completely depended upon the mains, not some textbooks or any other material. I made myself notes. Actually, I'm not much comfortable with English, so I prepared in Telugu and English. In mixed language, I used to write my own language, and I revised those after completing my prelims. when I got selected in prelims, I completely depended on my notes from then onwards. At very starting, I prepared from. I used to get much knowledge from the barracks, and I noted down in my language and mixed language. Later, after completing prelims, I only took my notes which I have written before prelims, and I used to revise more and more times. Depend on yourselves, those who are preparing or those who wanted to crack the exam IBPS particularly, try to for particularly mains, try to get much knowledge from yourself by reading all the basic barracks. Each and every point is necessary to understand first, but you know not to mug up everything. But after completing uh, after you understand each and every point from the barracks, later you need to revise it, the important points. Say for example, the important sections in NI Act or the important sections, you will get to know gradually. No need to know from the very starting what need to study, but later on, after understanding, you will get to know everything by yourself only. For mains, I can say that. But for prelims, you need to depend on. But for current affairs, everyone should everyone should be a paid membership of Gauraga sir, and for current affairs section. And also, even current affairs sections are used to give quizzes. Now that quizzes helped me a lot, and even the PDFs I used to print out those PDFs, and I used to revise those everything for current affairs section. And for English section prelims, I used to read newspaper, the daily The Hindu. Though that newspaper is not, that won't be in your paper, but you will be acquainted with the frequency. What I don't know, I can't say. Actually, I'm a self-learner. Actually, from the degree onwards, from 10th, after 10th only, I used to be alone, and I go to school, or I go to college, and I will write exam, and I will come, and this is the thing that is the main problem with me. I can't I can't get fluency. I think I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to say what I want to say.
Shavani, your thoughts are very much reaching to us, and they are very clear. And everybody who is listening to us, they are very well understanding what you're saying. So be comfortable, and I'm sure the way you have described how to prepare for the mains, especially the barracks, and eventually how you have to make notes and revise the crisp
Yeah.
notes that you make out of your original notes. I think they are very, very
Yes.
useful. So, Shavani, you be tension free, carefree, that whatever you are saying, it's definitely absolutely reaching to us.
For prelims, everyone should depend upon the websites only, because no one can get knowledge by self, because everything is up to date. Say, for example, current affairs and English also, you need to be very fluency with the current pattern, because we don't know what they are going to ask in the exam. At the time of exam, you need to keep in mind, for prelims sake, IBPS just so law officer for every student. I can say that for prelims sake, you need to depend on the websites like for current affairs StudyIQ, and for English newspapers. That is my preparation set. And for reasoning, I used to do ADA quizzes and graded quizzes. These things I completely done for period of 3 months: September, October, and November. December up to 15th, I followed these things only. Before September, July, August, I completely depended upon barracks and mains and my self preparation notes. July, August, I done that. From September 9th, when I clearly remember that day is Vinayaka Chavithi. From that day onwards, I started current affairs and reasoning, English, and completely depended upon these things, because this is not a law student can. This is all things. These are for prelims. It is completely new, and it will change according to the time. This last year's exam is different from next year's exam. You don't know what they will ask, and everything will be different now. But for mains, once you read the Bare Act, once you read the NI Act, for every year it will be the same. You just need only one time you need to study, and after that you will you just remember, you just revise it enough now. But for prelims, it will you need to prepare everything at that moment, and it will be useful only for that exam. After that you need to be you need to start fresh. So that is the reason why I completely depended on September, October, November, December. Completely I depended upon the prelims, because prelims is the key for success, I think. Because in mains, every subject, because we professional law students, we already studied that in our law school, and very basic. But when you wanted to study completely, when you wanted to get the job, you will sit focusedly on that now. From that moment, you will completely read, note it down, what we need to do, what we need to study, everything. You just put only 3 to 2, hardly 2 months completely. You depend upon the main subjects, mains related subjects, particularly banking related laws. And after that, some judiciary. Even I appeared judiciary exam, JCJ. Even I cracked JCJ prelims completed. I mains to completed. So most of the judiciary judiciary exams will help you in this also. So just try to memorize it all the time. Try to revise those things. But you read only one time. But perfectly at that time only you need to read. After that, you will have much time to revise. But for prelims sake, you depend. One should depend on the websites and government search, current affairs, like that, English newspapers, something. Once you crack, then everything will be fine and you will be happy now. So try to focus try to clear prelims first, because it will be a very burden to us, because every time it changes, every time we need to revise everything. You need to. That is the main suggestion I can give. That is what I done. Well, that is the reason why I got at the first time.
Sravani, you have very well defined about the preparation, about the syllabus, about the changing pattern, and definitely how important prelims are, because prelims are becoming very dynamic. They're changing, the patterns are changing. And with the changing pattern, one aspirant needs to keep pace. Shavani, you've been mentioning about the mains and how important they are. You've mentioned about the Bare Acts. But I would like to ask a student who is just out of law school, they know about their subjects, but what are the subjects that comes in the examination and how they have to study? Because the demand of law school examination is different, and the demand of IBPS SO the officer examination is different. So how to balance whatever we have studied and reflect in your examination as per the demand?
There are many acts, particularly particularly related to banking laws. You need to be very perfect with each and every point in the Bare Act, whatever it is given. But you need not to memorize every point what it was there. But you need to first, while studying at the very moment, first you need to understand each and every point in the Bare Act, and later on you need to memorize the important points. Actually, it will be helpful to you, because why I'm stressing you to read each and every point in the Bare Act, not only the important ones, because it will be useful to you in the interview times. Because in my interview, the panel members asked me some irrelevant, some unimportant points in those subjects, particularly banking laws. If I depended only on the important points, I wouldn't have given the proper answer to them. So while studying, if you understand each and every point in the Bare Act, and though you don't understand, though you don't need to remember everything, it will be helpful at certain point. It might help. It helped me in the interview. The panel members asked me some like that questions.
Shravani, you mentioned about that how important it is to know each and every point by yourself, because it's not only the mains examination that you have to tackle, but also you have to ultimately be presented in front of the interview board and where you'll be evaluated. So you must be very well acquainted with the points. Shravani,
Yes.
how much important and necessary is to attempt the mock test, and how many mock tests you attempted? And there have been always confusion among the aspirants that how to get the how many mock tests one should attempt. So, what was your strategy for attempting the mock test and questions, previous year questions?
Actually, I don't want to say that I have given 10 exams, I have given 20 exams before going to exams, even before exams, because I'm not that type of girl. Because actually, when I started prelims, I tried giving exams. Particularly, I in my day schedule, I put from this time to this time I need to give exam. But one day when I given the exam in particularly in Adda, reasoning demotivated me like anything, because I if I so I thought to give up the exam. But I used it to I can't say that I didn't give the full marks, but I prepared the reasoning section particularly. Mm, every day there will be 15 minutes quiz in the Adda. I used to do every single day that 15 minutes quiz in reasoning. And for current affairs, I used to do quizzes section. Every day, Gaurav Gaksa says daily current affairs. Now, later, after 2 days, in the website, in that app, there will be quiz section. Only on that. I used to do repeatedly, not one time. Whenever there is time, whenever I am cooking or whenever I am doing some works, I used to just put answers, just to memorize whether I am uh, good with that or not, whether I can memorize or not. I used to do current affairs section quizzes. SARS quizzes only I used to do. And for reasoning, I used to do other quizzes, 15 minutes per day. That is more than enough for every student, I think, as of now. And for English, I used to just go through the newspaper from top to bottom, whether I understand or not. I used to go, because the most of the English what IBPS exam is not on grammatically. It won't the paper won't be in grammatically. Grammatical knowledge is not much necessary. You need to understand the passage. You need to read it fast and try to answer. If you need to spot the error mostly, if we need to spotting error is most important. When you read from top to bottom, automatically one generally knows where this error is there. Like that, I just out of cutoff, I think I got in English. But current affairs and the reasoning I used to. So full and mock, I had never given full and mock. There's only one time I gave full and mock, but I was very disappointed with my full mock. So I used to give only 15 minutes quiz for reasoning, current affairs daily quiz, where whatever sir said that quiz only, and English that one.
Shravani, we have spoken in length about your preparation and you have very well defined about each and every section, right from prelims, mains, and how students must strategize their strategy for the examination. Shravani, last but not the least, you mentioned that many points about how important was Study IQ's role in your success. But why did you decided to pay for Study IQ? There are a lot of channels which are offering you free content, but why Study IQ?
Actually, to be frank, I can say that sir's voice is really very, very, very familiar. Like, not, it is very unique voice that I can grasp it very quickly when compared with my eye contact on other website, current affairs, or with other sirs. One of the biggest reason why I chose the Study IQ current affairs is no sir or no teacher is providing everyone bilingual in Hindi. Most of the current affairs videos are in Hindi or mixed bilingual, but only the Study IQ provides complete English version, that too with a unique voice. From since 2015 I used to follow from the very beginning only. The sir's voice is really it was like so some students will grasp teacher's voice when they say twice or thrice. But when Gaurav sir's voice, a student hears, particularly me, it will go into mind like just like spoon feeding. It will be like spoon feeding. I feel like that. You need not to revise every time the video. I can grasp the I can grasp the content with sir's voice so easily. That is the reason why I took the StudyIQ as a paid member since 2015. I used to follow him with my with this phone number and this. I think I am a paid membership from 2016 or 2017. I think 2017.
Sravani, we are very glad that we could be part of your success story, and we wish you all the success. The entire team wishes you good health, and may you achieve everything that you want. Keep shining, keep rising. Thank you so much, Sravani.
Thank you.